There we go. Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? Today is about to be an amazing day. You know, who was able to catch some pips yesterday from Lake's call? It was an amazing call. We were able to be at home, stay at home, and make money through these hard times. It's such a blessing. We're able to be here with our families and things like that. Yo, what's up, Emmett? Yo, bro, I'm so excited to see you on this call, baby. We about to have some major nuggets today. Um, but I don't want to hold you guys too long. I got an amazing guest speaker today. He's one of my mentors. He has taught me a lot. You know what I mean, between mindset and what to expect when you invest. Yo, that's a good thing, right? Because the fact of the matter is, like, when you invest, what do you expect when you invest, right? What do you have to do? What type of work you got to put in when you invest, right? So my man's right here. He is a speaker. He is a motivator. He's a teacher. He's all the above. And you guys, I can't say I say this when Lay teach. Yo, pull out your charts, mark up your charts because this dude is a master when it comes down to marking up charts. So I'm gonna tell you the same thing right now. Take out pencil and paper, right? Take out pencil and paper and take notes on what my man is about to say, right? I am so grateful to be able to present to you my man, Terrence Cruz.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? How's everyone doing?
Yo, bro. I'm so like I was telling him, bro, like how amazing you are, bro. How long you've been able to mentor me and take my mind to the next level. And bro, I just want to say thank you for jumping on this call with me because you could be doing anything right now. And yo, guys, just to let you know, like he's so motivated and so put. He just came from California. You know what I mean? And he's like, yo, Teddy, I'm gonna jump on. Yeah, I'll jump on this call. I'll do this call with you. So I want to say thank you, right? I already let them know. I already let them know, like, yo, what do we expect when we invest? And I know you know a lot about that. That is your expertise. We have an expert on the line right now. So I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna hand the mic over to you, my brother. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank you so much, Teddy. Appreciate yourself. Um, and Forex Mother, I appreciate you guys for your hospitality and all. But today is really simple, man. We want to talk about our mindset. And one thing about a mindset is, I'm just going to say this. One thing about your mindset is important that you have to set your mind. You can't have a mindset without setting your mind to think a specific way. Now, I know we were talking earlier, and I approached the marketing industry. First of all, I didn't necessarily choose the marketing industry. The marketing industry kind of chose me because I was just let off from a job due to some medical issues, and I had some, I diagnosed with blood clots and some things. And I was working in the casinos here in Las Vegas, so I came across congestive heart failure because I didn't smoke, and I was always inhaling smoke and things of that nature. So I was kind of like at home, and I could not perform the old duties that I used to do in my job. So I had to find something that I could do from home to make money with my family and to help support my family. And I've always had a marketing mindset to do marketing. The thing with marketing is just pretty much kind of finding what niche that you can kind of blossom in, you can kind of flourish and fly. So the mindset aspect of it is I've always had a mindset in the marketing industry because I always understood the compensation plans. I understood the math aspect of it. So those of you guys who are on today, who are listening, I just want to speak to a lot of you because what's going on is in this time of crisis, in this time of people are stressing and worried about where their next dollar is going to come from in this pandemic, there's going to be what we consider an evolution, entrepreneur's evolution. I really truly believe that there's going to be an entrepreneur's evolution. This is the time of an entrepreneur's evolution. And a big shout out to a friend of mine, Jermaine Taylor, because he shared that with me last year around August, around this same time. And the reason why is because working from home is now the new norm. Whether you want to accept it or not, it's the new norm. I mean, in light of what's been going on with this crisis and things, there is a lot of people who work from home now. And the crazy thing about that is that a lot of companies are starting to shine on the fact that, hey, you know, we can cut down on a lot of liabilities within our company, because if we allow our employees to work from home, well, that cuts down on sick leave, that cuts down on vacation leave, that cuts down on calling in. I don't have to worry about them getting back from the restroom. They can't say they're sick and not work because you're at home. So it's playing into the hands of basically the employers, where they don't even have to listen to this. They don't even have to give out workers' comp if you get hurt. You're at home. You know, how could you file for workers' comp and you're at home? You got work, you got hurt at home. So it's taking the liability out of the hands of the employers and put more of the liability on the employees. So you have and then not only that, Mark Zuckerberg just recently in March read in the Examiner, I believe it's in San Francisco, that he's going to deploy half of his payroll or his employees. He's going to deploy half of them within the next 5 years to work from home. He has 45,000 employees with Facebook. Well, 22.5 of them are going to be working from home. So I said all that to say, hey, listen, if you're at home and you're not working from home, if you're scrolling through Facebook, social medias, Instagrams, YouTubes, and you're not getting paid for it or not trying to find out a way to get paid for it, then I don't really know what it is that you want to do other than just have unlimited data on your telephone. You know, there is a way that you can make money from home, and it's the magic of part-time. There's magic in part-time. If I tell you I have a full-time job and I tell you, hey, I made $3,700 this week, and you say, wow, what doing what? That's how my job, man. I do this and the other. And they say, how many hours you work? I said, I worked 40 hours. Well, no, that's not going to shock anybody. You made that kind of money because you probably make good money and it's a good job. So if you made $3,700, $4,700, you know, whatever in a period of a month, that's okay. All right, good. He worked full time somewhere. But tell somebody you made $4,700 within the period of a week, working from home, sitting on your couch. They're going to want to know where you got your application from, because there is magic in part-time. It's just that simple. So all we're sharing with you, ladies and gentlemen, is that we're not asking you to stop doing what you're doing. If you're working, fine. That's great. Man, God bless you for your job. If that's what you're doing, fine. We're not mad at that. All we're saying is allow yourself to put yourself in a position that you don't have to apply for, if that makes sense. Allow yourself to put yourself in a position, and your family in a position that you don't have to apply for. Like being your own boss, like working from home. I mean, you can do this like 30 minutes a day. You're already scrolling. You're already on social media. So you might as well think about the lifestyle, because that's what we're sharing with you. There's a part-time lifestyle. You can do it from home. Okay, 1 hour, half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours a day. You can work from home. But you got to have an expectation and a mindset to know, hey, listen, 9 to 5, I'm working for whoever I'm working for. But between 6 and 10, I'm working for me. I'm working for my children, my legacy, my offspring, my family. If that makes any sense. Does that make any sense to you guys out there? Can you understand that? Well, that's great. That's great. So now the expectation we were talking about earlier is, if you're at home, if you've been contemplating on creating some passive income from home, studying a home-based business, you don't know what it is, but you know you want to do something from home. Some of you have gifts. Some of you have talents that are amazing. You know, that are amazing. And you know what's crazy is that you're only 3 people away from success. There's 3 people you need to come in contact with, and you're automatically a millionaire. You know, and some of you guys have a talent that I might need. I have a talent and a gift that you might need. So my very existence, I believe that the reason why I'm here on earth is because I'm here to bless somebody who needs me. I'm not looking for everybody. I'm only looking for those who are looking for me. We're only looking for those who are looking for us, because I'm only fit and genetically made to bless a specific people or a specific type of person, if that makes any sense. So I have to set my mind to have a mindset in helping people and assisting people and blessing other people. Now, what you want to do is when you approach marketing, you want to approach marketing with an expectation. Now, why do I say that? Is because I'm going to give you the analogy of a farmer. A farmer is not going to go out and sow the land and till the ground, fertilize it, remove weeds, things of that nature. So there's a process in farming. But no farmer, I've never in my life met a farmer or heard of a farmer who will get up in wee hours in the morning, go out till the ground and tend to the stock and the cattle and go out and plant seeds all day, and come home with a mindset that he is not going to receive, or he or she, or they're not going to receive a harvest. I've never heard of that in my life. Because a farmer, when he goes out in expectation to plant, when he comes home, his expectations turn into expecting. He expects it. He expects to get what he's planting. He expects to get a return on his investment. He's expecting to get something out of what he put in. So with that being said, a lot of us got to approach an online business, offline or offline, whatever it may be. You guys might be pastry cookers, whatever. Your gift may be offline as well. But remember, the analogy is still the same. You have to plant seed. And go out and plant seed and make sure that people know about what it is you do or what you're doing. But the expectation of it is you have to have a specific encouraged mindset, knowing that what you're doing is not in vain. It's not in vain. It's not in vain. There's a saying, I believe Jim Rome says it. He says that profits will make you, wages make you a living. Wages make you a living. But profits make you a fortune. Now you say, well, how does that doesn't make any sense? Yes, it does. See, the reason why they call it minimum wage, America, is because they're only going to give you enough money to do minimum things. I can't say anything nicer. That's why it's called minimum wage. Because they're only going to give you enough to do minimum things. Bryce said, yes, sir. I know, and I don't know, I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but I'm an elite mindset coach, and I like to deal with the person's mind concerning what it is you're doing. Why are you investing in yourself? Why do you want to invest in yourself? Because it all boils down to the why. The farmer gets up in the morning and plants the seed because he has a why. When you say, what is a why? Well, WHY, the acronym for that is what helps you, what hurts you, what are you tired of? You gotta be tired of it. You gotta be tired of it. Getting up in the morning, running to work, dealing with people at work that you don't like, listening to a boss whose job you do better. I mean, I don't know. Can I get a one if anybody can understand and agree with what I'm talking about? Have you ever worked for people that you were smarter than, you can do the job better than? And I'm not saying that not to be sarcastic. I'm just saying it's true. It is what it is. And it's like I'm doing your job, but I'm not on your pay scale. So the thing with that is we want to get involved with the expectation to expect it. There's a saying that I used to tell my family, I do what's expected because it is expected. I pay bills because it is expected. I pay the rent, the gas, the power, the gas, because it is expected of me to do it. I'm the man. It's expected of me. I don't get no trophies for that. I don't want no high fives, no backpats, none of that. This is what I do every single month at the same time, every single month. Is pay my bills. And that's expected of me. My kids walk around not having to worry about having hot water, not having to worry about milk or cereal or a couple noodles or whatever it is they want, or hot Takis. They don't have to worry about that because they know it's here. They know it. And if they want it, they know they can get it. And that's my why. My why is because there was a time when my family couldn't have everything we wanted. There was a time that we just ate ramen noodles and top ramen and whatever it was, we were able to afford. So I know how it is to be there. Okay, but we got to have an expectation. Some of you have expectations on yourself. Let me share something. Let me share something. I was just reading earlier about a lot of people kind of fall back and not really take the rounds of running the business when they come in as a business owner. Because remember, you're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself in marketing, because uplines and sponsors and things of that nature. Let me read this. A lot of it said, it's not who you think you are that holds you back. It's who you think you're not. It's not who you think you are that holds you back. It's who you think you're not. Who do you see yourself as? Not necessarily in the present, the actual present you're in right now. Where do you see yourself? What kind of car do you see yourself driving? What kind of house do you see yourself buying? Where do you see yourself? Where do you see your family in 5 years? You're in charge. You're in charge, especially being a parent. Especially being a parent. I've heard a man say that this is the greatest economic time right now in the history of America. This is the greatest both economic time right now in the history of America. And what are you going to tell your grandkids? What are you going to tell your grandkids when they say, Dad, what did you do when this time? Dad, what did you do when it was the greatest time in the world of the history of America to become a millionaire? Dad, what did you do? Mom, what did you do? Yeah, I heard about the internet. I heard about how people were making millions. I heard there were 18, 19-year-old kids making $20, $30 million off the internet. That didn't work. You smarter than them? What did you do? You have more wisdom, did you? Our kids are not going to grow up not knowing all their life. Not knowing all their life. So we're eventually going to have to set a bar. We're going to have to set a bar, and what we do are our expectations. I have a father, man. I have a father. My father is almost 80, I think it is, 79. And what tripped me out is my dad. I totally forgot that my dad got a bachelor's degree when he was in his 60s. Totally forgot. We were talking one day, and I was like, Dad, you went to college? He's like, yeah, I did. I got my bachelor's degree. And I said, wow. And I looked at myself like, wow, that's my dad. He just set the bar. I got to go to college and get a degree in something. So if you want to get a degree in knowing about yourself, learning more about who you are as a person, personal development, learning a skill set. Because I'm going to tell you something, this new thing that they're doing right now is working from home. You're going to have to, listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to acquire a skill set. Okay, some of your professions in the world have probably already taught you majority of what network marketing is, as far as navigating through the internet and things of that nature. Some of you already have a know-how, but a lot of us who have never really dabbled on the internet and navigating ourselves through Word, this and Microsoft that, we're going to have to acquire a skill set. Meaning you're going to have to acquire some tricks and trades through this industry, because it's fun. It's rewarding. It's processing. It's a process. But you know what? The good thing about it is you're in charge of you. It's like being a boxer. A boxer, once he gets in that ring, he can come up with a team. And when that bell rings, you by yourself. You got to fight. Get nobody help you fight. You got to fight. And that's what internet. That's what marketing is kind of like. It's like when it's your turn to shine, you got to fight. You got to fight. Now, I'll fight with you. There's a saying when I was a kid, they used to say, I'll die with you, but I'm not going to die for you. You got to be willing to sacrifice. You got to be willing to put in the work and do the things that you got to do. Okay? So if you want to continue to compete with others, you become bitter. But if you continue to compete with yourself, you become better. Don't forget that. All right? If you continue to compete with others, you'll become bitter. But if you continue to compete with yourself, you'll become better. So I just want to encourage you guys. That's it. I just want to encourage you guys, man, to step out and run with it. Run with it. You can make a life for your family at home. Wages make you a living, but profits make you a fortune. Invest in yourself. You deserve that. You deserve that. That's what's up, Teddy.
Yo. Look,
Great,
I took
great.
notes, right? Look, check this out. The first thing I wrote down, well, not the first thing, but one thing that caught me was a boxer. When you're in the ring, you got to fight for yourself, right?
Yeah.
You have a team, right? And when you're in that ring and you throwing them punches, right? And that bell rings, your team can tell you what you're doing wrong and how to correct what you're doing, right? But it's up to you to have the mindset to take that corrective criticism and get back in that ring and apply what your team just told you that you are doing incorrectly. Yo, guys, look, we have a team here that is telling us what they see from the outside so we can redirect and recorrect our mind. If you're going to get a degree, is what you said, right? If you're going to get a degree in knowing yourself, right? A lot of us are going to talk to people and help people and do this, that, and the third without knowing who we are as a person, right? And that's okay, right? Having the heart to help is a blessing, but you need to know who you are, right? The knowledge of oneself can take you very, very far. And I took that to heart. Like I took that to heart because there was so long in my life, right, without me knowing, I'm gonna be completely transparent with you guys, right? I don't know my biological father, right? I don't know my biological father. So for the longest, I felt like I had a hole in my heart. I didn't know who I was. There was a piece of me that was missing. I knew who my mom was, but who was my dad, right? And there was so long where I felt like my world was clouded, right? And it wasn't until that I actually sat down and I said, my past doesn't define who I am, right? My parents doesn't define who I am. I make that up. I decide who that is, right? That right there touched my heart, man. The mindset of the farmer, right? The mindset of the farmer. Like I was over here jumping. My wife will tell you I was over here jumping, right? Like, yo, the farmer does not go out with the expectation of not reaping
what he sowed,
right? The pastor does not go into the church with the expectation of not saving souls, right? A cook does not go into the kitchen with the expectation of not making some meals. So why do you wake up in the morning with the expectation of not receiving benefits of what you planted? You work from home. You should come in with the expectation of getting people to get on your level, right? Yo, so and you cannot have a mindset without setting your mind, right? One of my other mentors said this: change your mind, change your life. When you change your mind, I tell you real quick, right? I love this call. This call is dope, right? Look, he said one day he was broke, right? And he was wondering why all these things was happening to him. He was like, God, why me? Like his car got impounded, right? With all his clothes in his car. So he had to take his clothes out of his car in the front of the courthouse, right? Because he was going to pay his tickets off, but the cops pulled him over before he could do it, right? The cops pulled him over before he could do it. And now he's standing outside the courthouse with his bags in his hand, right? He said, God, why me? Right? So before that happened, he was going to pump his gas. All he had was $2 to his name. He had to make a decision whether he was going to put $2 of gas in his car or whether he was going to put $2 worth of food in his belly. Right? God, why me? So a homeless man walked up to him and asked him for some money. And he looked at the homeless man and he said, you probably have more money than me right now. I can't help you. So the homeless guy went to walk away. And the homeless guy turned around and looked at him and said, change your mind, change your life. If you change your mind, your life will change. And he looked at the homeless guy and he said, how dare you? Who are you to tell? I have a car. You're homeless. How are you going to tell me to change my mind and my life will change? But see, what he didn't understand in that direct time was that wasn't the homeless guy that was talking to him. Sometimes God put people in our lives to help recalibrate our mind, right? So he sat there and he thought about it. He's like, that wasn't him who was talking to me. That was something else that was talking. That was someone else. That was something. That was a higher power that was talking to me.
Like an angel.
Like an angel, right? Like an angel. Change your mind so you can change your life, right? And the guy that I'm talking about right now is a multi-millionaire, right? He went from having $2 to his name, trying to figure out whether he was going to put gas in his car and or put food in his stomach, right? You have to, guys. I've been around individuals that said, "Yo, I can't do this or I can't do that or this is hard." Well, you're damn right. You can't do it, right? You can't do it because that's the way you think, right? So a man thinketh, so shall it be.
Yes, so is he.
Right? So if you think that you can't become a millionaire, you're absolutely right. If you think you can't get out the situation that you're in, you're absolutely right. If you think you can't change the aspect and the dynamic of your life by becoming something that you're not good at, then you're absolutely right. Right? You have to change your mindset. And what that's what look, I chose, right? Emmett knows who I'm talking about. Emmett knows exactly who I'm talking about. Look, I choose my mentors very carefully, right? Very, very carefully, right? I chose TC because he has something that I want, right? Not only just friendship, right? But he has something that I want. You know what I'm saying? And you guys, everybody that's on this call right now has a responsibility to self, right? Who you are, your mindset, your family, and where you want to go in life, right? Because me and my pops was talking the other day. Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired of surrounding yourself around people that's not going where you want to go? Right? Aren't you tired of saying I can't? Aren't you tired of coming up short? Aren't you tired? Right? It's a certain point in your life where you just gotta be sick and tired of being sick and tired. At that point, you have a responsibility to self to take action. Your mindset, your fists, your team, step in the ring and make a decision. Listen to what your team is telling you. How to correct, right? When you punch, stop bringing that hand down, right? They're telling you this because they see it. They're on the outside looking in. They've already trained you, right? They're telling you what you're doing wrong. Correct that, right? Yo, you guys.
Yeah.
Yo, look, and I just want to say, look, I want to say to TC, bro, I extremely appreciate you, brother, for hopping on this call and giving us these nuggets. And look, guys, I hope, right? It's your responsibility. I took my notes, right? I took my notes, right? Did you take yours? I took my notes. Did you take yours? Right? Did you take yours? Because if you don't succeed, right, it's only because of one person. I'm sorry to put it like that, right? I'm sorry, but like Scotty Huss say, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, right? I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Like it's up to you to take what successful people do and say, especially if they have your well-being at heart, and implement that in your own life. Right?
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Everything they say might not work for you, right? That's a fact. But the key is take what does work for you and implement that. Right? That's the first step to getting better. So I'm not gonna hold you guys no longer. I want to say thank you to everybody that hopped on this call. Thank you, Lake. Thank you, bro, for that call. That call this afternoon. Look here, guys. I don't know if you know, but Lath holds trading calls every day, Sunday through Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. What's that standard? What time is that? Eastern?
It's 5
5 p.m. Pacific,
No.
8 o'clock Eastern.
8 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Lace, correct me if I'm correct us. I know you there.
Yeah.
Right? So you guys, I'm look here, man. Look, this guy is a beast on the charts, you guys. He is a beast on the charts. If you guys want to learn how to trade, if you guys want to learn how to advance yourself in the market, right? Yo, hop on these calls. It will take you to a whole nother level, right? So,
Yes, sir.
yo,
And one
thank
last
you,
thing.
TC.
One last thing.
Mhm.
Said if you're born poor, it's not your fault. But if you die poor, that's your fault.
Ooh.
So the way we were born doesn't dictate how we go finish. Let's finish, you guys. Let's finish.
Yo, look, peace, love, happiness, and let's make money through all the craziness that's happening in this world. We are a true family, right? We are a true family. We are connected up here, right? So, love you guys. See you next Monday. We are about to make a statement.
That's right. Shalom.